Good morning. Just checking in with you. Some of this stuff looks kind of overwhelming, so I just kind of wanted to go over the week with you and everything that you're really supposed to be doing. It really is manageable once you know what you're supposed to do. So I looked at the math schedule. These things are made by the district this time, not by us. So I will be happy to ask any questions I do need to ask if anything needs to be clarified, or answer them myself if I can. So looking at day 1, it says you're going to time yourself counting by threes all the way to 60, forwards and backwards, repeat. So just go ahead and do that and time yourself working on that numeracy. Task number 2 is to read notes page 8. Those are your notes for the whole week. And then it says complete page 9. I believe that is going to be the page that looks like this at the beginning. So let's go back to our schedule. That's all you're doing for Monday. Now, this is the next thing that you need to know. They are using the digital resource throughout the entire week, our textbook, which we don't use in class very often. So this is how you log in. You go to myhrw.com, your username, last initial, first initial, and student ID, and your password is your student ID. If you log into that, then you will be able to access the videos they have put for you. If that ends up being difficult, don't worry. I'm going to be sending supplemental videos to help you as well. So let's look at today's assignment. Today you're learning about measures of central tendency, mean versus median. So they did put this little area right here for you to help you with the definitions in case you couldn't access the video. But median is really a fancy word for middle. And the word mean, the more common term we use for that would be average. So for mean, you basically add up all the numbers and then you divide by how many numbers there are. Like looking at these history test scores, they would add up all the scores, and since there's 7 scores, they would divide it by 7 and find that the average score or the mean score is 79. Now on the median, you're basically finding the middle. Median means middle. Super important on median is the first step. You have to line them up in order from least to greatest. And then you're kind of marking off each side until you reach the middle. If there is just one middle number, like right here, 83 is our exact middle number, then the median is just 83. I do want to point out, if you had an even amount of numbers, like if this 90 wasn't here, then you would have an extra step to find the median, but we'll talk about that later. So I'm going to get you started, and then to get your participation points, make sure you're listening, guys. You're going to send me what you get for the mean and the median. Please know you still get your points if you end up getting the answer wrong. I just want to know that you're trying. Tomorrow, I'm going to send you the answers and you can see if you got them right or wrong. But you're going to send me what you get for your answers for this stuff. It's okay if you're wrong, okay? So I'm going to help you get started though. It says, use the heights in meters of the trees in the park as follows. 7, 11, 9, 7, 6, 8. So we are going to start by finding the mean. It says find the sum of the data values. Okay, so you are going to be adding 7 plus 11 plus 9 plus 7 plus 6 plus 8. When you add all of those, you're going to put your answer right here on top of your fraction. Now, if we look, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 data values. So you will divide your sum by 6. So we already know whatever that sum is, we're going to divide it by 6. Whatever you get for your answer, that's your mean. Okay? Now I'm going to help you with the median. I'm going to do most of this one with you because this one's a little bit trickier. First, we need to write the values in order from least to greatest. So I'm looking at my data points, and 6 is the smallest. So I'll put 6 first. Then I have 2 7s. So I'm going to write both of those down. Next comes 8. Then 9. Then 11. Okay. So here's the tricky part about this median. We're trying to find the middle, so I'm going to cross out until I get the middle. 1, 1, 2, 2. But now I have 2 numbers in the middle. On that example that they showed you for the notes, when you cross out to get to the middle, you only have 1 middle number, 83. And so that one, it was just that number. But on this example, you have 2 middle numbers. So the data set has 2 middle numbers, 7 and 8. So here's what you do, guys. You're averaging these 2 numbers. You're going to add your 2 middle numbers, 7 and 8, and you're going to divide it by 2 because there's 2 numbers. So 7 plus 8 is 15. 15 divided by 2 will get you your answer that you'll put right here. Okay, so you're going to be sending me the answer for this one and this one and one more to get your participation points, okay? Looking at this one, it says what is the mean and median. So for the mean, remember you're going to add up all your numbers. You're not worried about this. You're only worried about these numbers right here. And then you'll divide by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 again. And then for the median, you're going to line them up in order from least to greatest. And you'll have to find the middle. There'll be 2 middle numbers on this one again because there's 6 data points. So you'll have to find the average of the middle. Let's see. I'll go ahead and set that part up for you because that's a little bit confusing. Smallest number is 7. Looks like the next smallest number is 17. Then 20. 24. We have another 24. And then 28. When we're looking for the median of this, we cross out until we get to the middle. We have 2 numbers in the middle, okay? So to find the median, you need to add 20 plus 24, and then you need to divide your answer by 2. I just know that's a little confusing, so I wanted to set that up for you. Okay, remember for the mean, you're just going to add all of these numbers up and divide by 6. Then it says, does one measure describe the data better than the other? I'll go over the answer for this tomorrow, just for today, something to think about. And if you know the answer, please write it down. But we're looking at these games and look at the points that they scored usually and see if the median represents what their score usually is or the mean represents what the score usually is. Okay, sorry that this video was so long. Usually will not be this long at all. I just wanted to make sure and get everybody on the same page. Again, I want you to answer everything that I've starred on a remind. All you really have to put is the mean for 1 is, the median for 2 is, and then the mean and median for 3 is. Okay? You don't have to answer number 4 unless you want to. I won't be making you do this every day. Today is our big check-in day. Math is Mondays. And so I really need you to try to send me what you get for those today. It's okay if you get them wrong. You will get your participation points for answering at all. So just make sure you do that, and I will send you the answers tomorrow. Thanks, guys.